Okay, so I just heard a message that God is going to lift you up. Whoever I'm talking to, He's going to lift you up as long as you obey His commandments fully. Um, yeah, so I feel like something's going to happen where you're going to have to do something for God that maybe you can't explain to people who feel like they have some type of control over you. I feel like something's going to happen. Like something's going to be shifting in the waters. The water's going to be stirring around, and you're already going to know what to do. And people are going to be looking at you like, how is this person so calm? Whoever I'm talking to in the collective, I feel like this person is very calm and very sure of themselves. And it kind of terrifies people because they don't know what you're thinking. And they, at some point, they really thought that they could control everything going on in your mind. And that, it was like this unspoken understanding between you and whoever this group is, that you were going to do everything they told you to do. And so now I feel like you're kind of sidestepping this plan, or, you're moving a little bit against the beat, and it's very noticeable. There's some happening in the grapevine. Some people are going to be talking, gossiping about somebody. And then I feel like something's going to be exposed that you didn't want to come to the surface. Or maybe you felt like you had to hide this for some reason. But the fact that it's being exposed is actually going to help you out. It's going to get you over that like that hill or that lump or whatever that obstacle was that was stopping you. And this is something that you would not have done on your own. So whoever these people are that's gossiping, they're actually helping your situation out in the long run. It might be embarrassing for some people. Oh, also, something that somebody's doing is not going to be able to be erased. Like there's something happening that's going to be permanent. And not just like it's in a sense of a tattoo, but this could be a tattoo. Maybe somebody hid a tattoo that has to be exposed because of a surgery or something. And it's like, well, I really didn't want anybody to see that. But now that you've seen it, or now that these people have seen it, it's like this sudden new interest in you, or whatever it is that's being exposed, that's being washed out. Something is rising up to the surface and being washed. And also like somebody may have a headache, or yeah, that's what I'm getting from this embarrassed. Like it might cause you or whoever this person is in the collective some embarrassment. Like somebody might feel like they're cringing. Okay. But is whatever name you want to give to it. This cringiness, I feel like also is kind of like a youthfulness, because it shows that you have your own opinions about things. You don't just feel the way people tell you to feel about things. Like, oh, you're supposed to like this. Um, but I feel like that's how people are going to treat you once they discover whatever this truth is about you, that they don't think it's embarrassing at all, and they actually think it's pretty cool. And maybe some people are actually like getting obsessed is the word. I definitely feel like their energy is racing, or it's like making them hot. Or maybe they feel like you're hot. Look at this, the sun card. That's why I feel like it's a physical hotness. Like you're physically hot. And take that however it resonates, but I feel like it's a warmth. Like you have this energy within you that's like working like an engine right now. And maybe you don't realize it because you're so used to it, but other people who discover it are just suddenly looking at you like a campfire, and they just want to be around you. But it's like, oh yeah, I have this thing about me where I sweat at night, and I have to change that because I'm constantly sweating. And maybe these people don't sweat at all. Or maybe they're like super cold or something. They're just like, wow, you're so hot. But also I feel like this has to do with something that may be heartbreaking to this person. Like it could have to do with some sadness. Like I keep my head down. I don't speak to people. I'm constantly thinking about myself, and maybe this person is constantly thinking about their flaws and constantly trying to fix themselves. And it's just like, if it's this own like self-absorption that just makes you so interesting because nobody knows what you're thinking. And it's because you're thinking things that kind of have nothing to do with anybody. So it's not something that you have to really look to people for approval for. And you have Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is somebody possibly in their lower vibration right now. But you being in this vibration is also kind of lifting people up in the sense that it's like a seesaw. You've been up for so long, but you probably didn't consider it to be positive. I feel like somebody might have been in a psychosis because of the way you were seeing things. And the people around you were really thrown off by this energy because they couldn't, and they really like to cling. They like to be involved. And so because they couldn't keep up with you, it just kind of drove them crazy. And at the same time, you picked up on that vibration, that maniac vibration, and it just put you even higher and higher away from them mentally. But then at some point, I feel like you just kind of lower your vibrations like a machine, almost like an engine. Like you go up, you go down, you go in, you go out, you go left, you go right. It's just like a machine that moves. And once these muscles move, you're making energy, which is making heat. And so it's like it's looking like it's a low vibe, but at the same time, it's just part of your process, part of the way you work. And also, like, this is something that there's a possibility that you chose this. Like maybe somebody could be camping or something. But I feel like whoever this is, like I might be talking to someone who's single, or someone in the collective is a single person and they chose this single lifestyle because they're working on themselves. But you're still surrounded by people who kind of like want to know more. And it's just like you're not in your phase of wanting to, spread your business all out there. Or maybe this is where you're headed. Be opening up to people and explaining, or like I said earlier, a secret is going to be revealed where you don't have a choice but to talk about what's going on with you. Or maybe something's going to happen where you reveal your secret power, like almost like is it Batman or Superman, like gets caught saving somebody's life, or Spider-Man or somebody, because you just like naturally help people. You're a naturally loving and kind person. And so, people might want to take advantage of someone like you. But so that's probably the reason why you had to hide for a while, because it's almost like a celebrity just living in amongst common everyday folk. They still see the sun in you. They still see that stardom in you, and they still want to get close to you, whether or not you acknowledge it. I'm even seeing with the pentacles here, like this is going to be rewarding to you in some way. This sunshine of yours is going to be like this Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like, yeah, it's like people are going to pay you just to match your energy. Like they're going to give you money in exchange for your positive energy. And then that may resonate with some people, but that's what I'm seeing with this card here. It's like, we want to match you. We want to be on the same page as you. And when you were so high, which was also considered psychosis for some people, you wouldn't talk to anybody. You wouldn't look at anybody. You didn't want nothing to do with anybody. You were in your own mind. And now that you're starting to come down from that, people are gonna want to talk to you, and you're gonna be open and ready and willing to communicate with them about different things in life. But also, I feel like they're definitely gonna want you to stick around. And if they see that you're like ready to disappear again, they're just like, well, wait, let's go out and do something, or catch a movie, or like they're gonna be doing things to try and keep you from detaching or disengaging. Yeah, somebody I could be talking to I want to say Aquarius, but I'm thinking Sagittarius. somebody who's very focused on whatever their goals on. And I feel like for as much as you analyze yourself, I feel like there's a chance that you still don't know how much you impact people and how much of an effect you have on people. Maybe you know, but it's just so much other stuff going on with you that's just like a tiny fraction of the bigger picture. And it's like, well, I still got this whole puzzle to put together, and people are just ooh and and over. Yeah, just like it's like a single ingredient to a cake or some sort of recipe that you've got cooking. And I'm hearing let her cook or let him cook, like the way it's said. Oh my goodness. And you got this card here, like let her cook. Let her do her thing, let her work it out. They can see that you have something going on. They can see your light. Or for if this is a guy, they can see your light. And they're ready. Like they're just pulling up a seat, pulling out their popcorn and getting comfortable. Like they know it's about to be a good show and they're looking forward to it. So you definitely do affect people in a very positive way. And I feel like these people, this within your audience or your neighborhood or whatever the case may be, your work environment, um, they're not too far away from you. Like you might be from another planet at the end of the day, but once you come down to earth, you have this way about you that just kind of blends in and you can relate to people and, like you're so down to earth, almost like Christ walking the face of earth. Like on the one hand, you have this uh, undeniable godly presence about you that maybe terrify some people crazy and just make them lose their mind altogether and they just don't know what to do with themselves. And then on the other hand, when you want to engage and communicate and socialize, it's just like a heavenly experience. Even still heaven on earth, but it's just like I am so grateful to have you here. Like I don't care what the problem was 5 seconds ago. As long as you look at me the way you're looking at me and you're cool with everything and you're just allowing me to soak in your aura and we're on the same page about, the clinginess is all good, then I'm happy. You're happy, I'm happy. So that's what I'm getting from this environment around you. It's just like, yeah, definitely some money coming towards you. Definitely like, please, like, can I put this money in your pocket? Please allow me to pay for this meal. Let me get the bill, whatever the case may be. Because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, like, I feel like I'm definitely talking to a light worker who probably he just can definitely go without and maybe has gone without for so long that you just don't realize how much more advanced people are in a financial and earthly and secular sense. People, you don't realize just how much people have to give you, and especially in exchange for this energy that cannot be gotten anywhere else because of the work that you do. Somebody working a desk job, maybe you just got a job at a place that is like has no windows and it's just like always looking at the numbers, and you're maybe coming from off the streets and like all you've seen all your life is oceans, and maybe somebody's moving from like a really paradise type of vibe, type of land to a place that's like skyscrapers and big city vibe. And it's just like you are an angel. You don't realize just how heavenly your presence is. And yeah, so you're definitely going to be taken care of is what I'm getting. And that there's like you can do no wrong. Even if you get upset, it's just like that's it. I can do that. I can work with that because of what some of these people are going through and the darkness that they live in. It's really good that you got this chance to go away for a while. I'm seeing this golden energy and that you have a lot of layers to peel back. It's so good that you got a chance to go away for a while and do this soul work, working on your soul for a bit and separating yourself from society. Because now you have that much more to offer. Okay, any more energy for this collective? Yeah, so in terms of this reading, there's definitely something here in this reading for you to take home, I feel like, because the attention is definitely coming back to this reading. Maybe it's something you're going to look over. When it comes to these low vibes, that's what this, I feel like, is coming back to this reading, is the low vibrational energy. You have permission to feel this way. There's nothing off limits, because what you're doing is so magical. It could be alchemy or something we don't even have a name for at this point, but whatever you do with your energy and, your mind, your spirit, your soul, is so helpful and is so needed that there's nothing off limits to you. The laws just don't apply to you. You love your neighbor as yourself. You love God with all your heart, your soul, and mind, and that's it. That's all that matters.